the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Whitley. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw. Whitley. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And Sanders on 1st down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. 2nd down, back to Sanders.
Gets through and now an opening. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Whitley. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with Scott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Whitley. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Whitley. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Sanders has the first down and much more. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Hurts going to keep it again. Hurts fumbles it, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 42. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions. In this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A gain of 21 yards. And an Eagles first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll run with Sanders. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on touchdown, Eagles? Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Giants nothing.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Van Jefferson, 78 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. Throw left side, complete to Tony. Broken tackle. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Fitzpatrick. He'll get this out wide to Scott. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. In trouble, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot, and here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7.
Giants 7. Bradley Pinion set to kickoff.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Fitzpatrick now.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Do what we do. Do what we do.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
This one fielded at the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick looking for Shepard deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And now, did he step out of the end zone? Yes, he did. The referee says he stepped out, and that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Now the defense loses him. It's complete.
It's over. It's over. Let's dominate.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins,
84 yards.
And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Oh, they'll try and sneak this. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And from their own end zone, it's a fake.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Touchdown!
Quez Watkins.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by one more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that
by the time we have to leave the booth.
2nd and 9.
Another run here with Sanders. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On a jet sweep, here comes Tony. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
57 to Mike. All day, dog. 57.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Man left. Hey.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia.
Let's get it.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Monte Nicholson picks it, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to this offense. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And who's got it? The Giants.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Open man here is Scott, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. First down, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Another run with Sanders. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hold. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick, he's going to air one out. It got his man complete. And all the way out to the 49. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point try good by Gano as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the 4th quarter. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go again with Sanders. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Oh, interesting. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Fitzpatrick.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for the Giants.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it.
And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
2nd down and 3. Running right, this is Gainwell.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll go right back to Gainwell here on 1st down.
Oh, and now some space to operate.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pushing his way through. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
51 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
That's Darius Leonard, the linebacker who got in and got into the turf. Second and 16.
Regular.
Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick, he's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, it's just their second win here in 11 tries this season. And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville.